That changed in 2002. The Swedish Academy awarded Imre Kertesz the Nobel Prize in Literature, citing his writing that upholds the fragile experience of the individual against the barbaric arbitrariness of history. At 72 years old, Kertesz finally received international recognition. The prize brought attention not just to Fatelessness, but to his entire body of work, including novels like Kaddish for an Unborn Child and Liquidation. He saw his role not as a spokesman for the dead, but as someone who tried to understand and articulate the experience of living through and after such trauma. Kertész's work explores a paradox at the heart of survival. He wrote about how victims of the camps often felt guilt for surviving when others did not. He examined how memory itself becomes a burden, how the past never truly passes but continues to shape the present. Yet he also found moments of unexpected beauty and meaning, not despite the horror, but somehow within the full scope of human experience. His later works became increasingly philosophical and experimental. He wrote about the difficulty of living in a world that wanted to move on from the Holocaust while he remained forever marked by it. He explored the loneliness of the survivor, the impossibility of fully communicating what he had experienced, and the strange freedom that came from having already faced the worst that life could offer. Kertész also wrote extensively about totalitarianism in all its forms. Having lived under both Nazi and communist regimes, he understood how different ideologies could produce similar results: the crushing of individual dignity, the reduction of human beings to categories and numbers, the triumph of abstract systems over concrete human lives. His work serves as a warning about the fragility of civilization and the constant vigilance required to protect human dignity. Throughout his life, Kertész maintained that his purpose was not to provide answers, but to ask questions. He wanted readers to confront uncomfortable truths about human nature, about complicity, about the ease with which ordinary people can participate in extraordinary evil. He refused to offer redemption or closure because he believed that would be dishonest. Yet there is something ultimately affirming in Kertész's work. By insisting on telling his story with precision and honesty, by refusing to let his experience be simplified or sanitized, he asserted the value of individual consciousness. His writing says that even in the face of systems designed to erase individuality, the individual perspective matters. The act of bearing witness, of transforming experience into language, becomes an act of resistance. Imre Kertesz died in 2016 at the age of 86. He left behind a body of work that continues to challenge and provoke readers. His books are not easy or comforting, but they are essential. They remind us that literature can do more than entertain or console. It can force us to confront the darkest aspects of human history and human nature. His legacy is the insistence that we must look directly at what happened, that we must resist the temptation to turn suffering into simple stories with clear morals. Imre Kertesz died in 2016 at the age of 86. Kertesz gave voice to an experience that many thought could not be expressed in words. He demonstrated that literature, despite its limitations, remains one of our most powerful tools for understanding what it means to be human. His work stands as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, not in the sense of easy triumph, but in the harder sense of continuing to think, to feel, and to bear witness even when it would be easier to look away. The voice of Imre Kertesz speaks across decades and languages, reminding each generation that the past is never truly past, that the questions he raised remain urgent, and that the defense of human dignity requires constant attention and courage. His survival was not just physical, but intellectual and moral, and in sharing that survival through his writing, he offered something invaluable to the world: the truth, unvarnished and uncompromising, about what human beings are capable of enduring and what we must never forget.